If you are watching and you have bought some GME or AMC or any other meme stock in the past few weeks, that means you have a morbid curiosity for pain. As for someone as part of the bought in at 250 plus club, I have to say this bag is getting really heavy to hold, but there is still hope. In this video, I want to talk very briefly about what there is left to do to swing GME back this week and try to bring it to the moon before too many people lose interest. My name is Andrew. In this channel, we talk not just exclusively about GME, we talk about personal finance, we talk about exactly how to get you up to making six figures so that you can buy more GME stock. But most importantly, today, I'm going to tell you why you should like this video, subscribe to this channel to hear exactly what's coming up next on GME. I have a video coming out at 6:30 a.m. PST. It's going to cover a lot about the state of GME, exactly when the squeeze is going to be squozen, and a lot more information that you need to understand. It's going to be the GME briefing to end all GME briefing. But for today, I want to tell you why GME can still be a great play. User GNA Dami says, to all the people still want to go to the moon, I have the ticket right here. 1-817-424-2001. This is the officially dedicated investor relations number of GameStop. Any GME shareholders can call in and an answering machine will take your call. Go on record with your full name, number of shares, and the country you're based in. Tell them you have a reason to believe that an emergency shareholder vote has to be called in order to save the company from bankruptcy. Calling the vote means calling shares back to their owners, eliminating all synthetic stock, and therefore taking leverage away from fraudulent short sellers. See, the hedge funds still have shorts that they have not fulfilled yet. So therefore, we need to have some sort of shock to the system to prevent the paper handlers as well as everyone else who is selling, panic selling, to expedite what needs to happen, to show hedge funds and Wall Street a lesson. If anything, if you are like me, who is still holding on to a lot of GME stock, you are teaching the hedge funds a lesson. With each passing day, they have to pay millions of interest, and they are trying their best to make it seem like it's all over. It's not over because I did not hear no bell. This template down below I'm going to include in the description. It says, hello, my name is blank. I currently own blank shares of GameStop stocks. I have reason to believe that brokerage firms and the clearing houses I've used to make trades have created synthetic stock positions with no ability to actually follow through with them. Just like in America, democracy rules. So this is the action you can take to try and drive it back up to the moon. At the very least, show the hedge funds that you mean business, that you are here to stay, that you will have the diamond hands only if, and this is the caveat, all of this is not financial advice, it's only for entertainment. However, most importantly, if you have the ability to continue holding, then hold. If you have the ability to continue buying, then buy. However, if you need to support someone, like a lot of these comments have mentioned, if you don't understand exactly what you're getting yourself into, this is a gamble. This has always been a gamble, but now, at the end game, it's really important for you to understand that none of this is a guarantee. So, if you have someone to support, pull out while you can, support that person, and now that Wall Street has been given a message, the next wave, be it GameStop or some other company, is going to be even bigger than this one. Because I like you guys, I'm going to go through a couple of the memes that brought a smile to my face. We have this guy who has lost $172,000, negative 80%. Yeah, how can I possibly relate to this guy, I wonder? It must feel like buying at the very beginning of the Great Depression or the 2008 recession. But as of right now, how much more money can they possibly even take away from you? This sub has done a complete 180. Think back to Wednesday of last week, GME was going up, AMC was going up, Nokia was going up. This subreddit was electric. I've never seen such a strong sense of community and unity from a group of people online. It was truly a marvel to behold the united front of retail investors on here working together and encouraging each other to make big gains and destroy Wall Street while we were at it. We got attention of Chamath, Elon, Paper Hands, Portnoy, Cuban, and other people on both sides of the aisle in Washington. They were on our side, rooting for us. They were inspired by us and the momentum that was created here. I can't think of any other subreddit to gain that much attention from big players. Thursday is when they realized that we became a truly strong force to be reckoned with and started all the market manipulation and brokerage restrictions, but we only became stronger. The obvious slap to the face from Robinhood only emboldened us. Wall Street Bets was infiltrated by bots and hedgies trying to instill fear and panic and push other stocks to cause sell-offs, but we saw right through them and held. Now I take a look at Wall Street Bets this week, and I can't help to think what happened to everyone's spines. I thought you guys got off on these kind of losses. What happened to all the passion you had last week? 3 days of no big gains, and that's all it takes for you guys to sell and run crying to your wife's boyfriend's pathetic. You guys thought the hedgies were going to go down easy? No. If we want to create change in the market on a grand scale to even the playing field with Wall Street and actually bend them over for once instead of us getting shafted, then we need to be resilient. We need to hold together. Wall Street sees us as cockroaches, and we are trying to shine spotlights on us to scatter us. Little do they know, we can survive a nuclear winter and come back stronger. The war is far from over. Do not desert your fellow apes in combat now. Too long, didn't read. Apes strong together. Must remain together to stay strong. Bananas are ripe for the taking. You may lose some money, you may make some money, but please don't lose your hatred for the 1%. Eat the rich. Upvote if you're holding for the second wave. We got this. I'm so excited. This is just from an hour ago. I bought another 72 shares. I know this is going to explode again, and we're going to give a big message to the hedge funds. This is 100% proof that GameStop is literally in countdown to launch phase. Okay, fellow Mongoloids, I truly believe I figured this shit out. I've been neglecting sleep and insufflating copious amounts of Colombian blow just so that I can remain symbiotically attached to every shred of current market data I can find about GameStop and its current trajectory. So I'm basically an expert at this point, and so is my cousin, who used to work for a NASA contractor in Cocoa Beach, Florida. This basically puts me on par with that Kramer guy or whatever. Anyway, here's a snapshot of where we stand today. Okay, I agree. A concerning, uppy, downy thing for some, but a harbinger of extreme stratospheric ascension for the better informed among us. Now, I want to draw your attention to the dimensions of the three-sided polygon, aka triangle, that I created by referencing a few points that seemed highly sus and therefore worth referencing. The result of my wizardry is thus. Yeah, that's good. I use black because it's the color of my soul when I think about how evil the hedge fund guys are in comparison to the paragons of virtue here on Wall Street Bets. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I knew there was something uncanny about the shape of this triangle. I knew that I'd seen this exact triangle before in relation to advanced rocketry, but I wasn't sure where. So I contacted my dealer, boofed another 8-ball, and got to work meticulously pouring through all the available data until, bam, I found it. Feast your eyes on this. Okay, just another fancy firework from our friends at NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab? Not so fast. Notice something peculiar? You don't? Of course you don't, because you haven't studied this shit to death like I have. If we focus on just the first half second of this GIF, we get this. Then, when zoom and enhance, we get this. See where I'm going with this? If not, let me make it crystal clear so you don't have to marshal all 6 of your brain cells to see what's going on here. These three-sided polygons are the same. I mean, not exactly, but it's goddamn close enough to call it, and I'm calling it. If you're not 100% convinced that GME is literally about to go vertical, you simply aren't paying attention. It's not my fault you can't understand basic math, geometry, and astrophysics. Okay, my work is done here. After we've all made our millions, I wouldn't mind being handsomely compensated for the selfless efforts I've expended, just so that you mouth breathers can have some fun money to throw around at your retirement parties. You're welcome. Okay. Now that we have gotten the math out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of the fun. This is obviously not news. This is just a meme. If you wanted to check out a couple of the other posts on Wall Street Bets, I'm not going to stop you, of course. And if you want to check out some of the links down below that gets you free stocks on Webull, as well as Robinhood, as well as countless other ways that you can save money and shop online with no cost to you at all. These are affiliate links, of course. They support the channel. I really appreciate it. If you want to support the channel even more, I have a Patreon down below so you guys can invest in Andrew Coin and support the channel. I really do appreciate it. I just started applying for a monetization today, so I'm excited that this is part of the journey and you guys are part of it too. For now, let me know if you guys enjoyed this meme content at the end of this video, but that number is the real deal. So go ahead and call it, send an email, make sure your voice is heard. Do not stop fighting unless you have a loved one on the line, in which case, care about them before you care about yourself. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Peace.